All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Today we are doing another mix breakdown. I really enjoyed the last one. I liked the feedback that I got from it. I like the fact that we can really kind of dive deep into some of these songs. And I think more than anything, I really liked going back and listening to some older stuff that I've done and kind of critiquing it, my own work. I critique other people's work all the time, but it was kind of nice to dive in there and see where I could have improved before. And yeah, so to your point, Mr. Hibbard, this is going to be recorded, so you can definitely come back and check this out later. And so yeah, don't worry about that. Mark George says, I used to drink coffee, but just gives me such a bad headache. Oh no, that's not cool. And Keith says, I drink too much. I know it. You know, admitting that you have a problem is the first step to recovery, Keith. I definitely have a problem myself, but it's okay because coffee, last time I checked, is legal. So, all right. So we got some really cool stuff lined up for you today, other than just a mix breakdown. I wanted to actually get to show you some of the back scenes of this whole song thing that we got going, the song contest. And, you know, I put the poll out there and I said, would you guys like to do these more than just once? And it pretty much was unanimous that everybody wanted to see these done more often. So I'm going to try to do one a month if time allows. However, things are getting ready to get kind of crazy. But I got schooling coming up. Obviously, I'm back at work now. I'm doing two different types of schooling, studying for a insurance, whatever you call that, I'm studying for life and health insurance certificate or licensing. That's what it's called. I'm on third shift now, so I can't think clearly. I'm also going back to school for IT in the fall classes when those start up. And I'm also going to be doing a full-blown, in-depth master course on Cakewalk in the midst of all that. This is going to be like a 5 to 7 hour long course that's going to blow everything that I've done up to this point out of the water. So got a lot going on, but in the meantime, I still want to have fun here. I still want to get some stuff accomplished, and I want to provide a lot of value to you guys. I don't want to just let the ball drop because I'm doing a lot of stuff at home. So yes, Keith, busy. So if this is your first time here, or if you're a, avid shower upper, I want to let you know that this channel exists to simplify the complexities of the home studio and to help you make professional sounding music in a less than professional space. We can dream alone, we can create alone, but together we can achieve so much more, and we have been. And in lieu of that, I want to tell you about some awesome individuals who have helped me to achieve more than I ever thought I could have, and that is the chart toppers. You guessed it. These are individuals who have either funded through Patreon, or they've also funded through the super chat option that's here and available within Cakewalk. See, I told you guys. Oh my goodness, third shift is wearing on me. Anyway, the super chat option is available within YouTube. So if you donate any dollar amount through YouTube super chat, you can get your question absolutely answered if you have a question. Or you can just do that, just drop a dollar or two to be nice. That'd be great too. But these right here, these are the chart toppers. These are individuals who are rock solid individuals who come and just show up and provide value in other ways other than just really cool comments. They are, they're sort of like the MVPs. Now, some of these individuals kind of just showed up. They liked what they seen. They funded it, left. I've never seen them again. That's fine. This channel is not for everybody, but for those that do show up, I can honestly say that I've heard a lot of good reports of people telling me that they have learned a lot, and that's what honestly this is all about. So thank you, chart toppers. You guys are amazing. And to those of you who have not given yet, you're amazing too. I'm not minimizing the fact that you show up every single stream. I know Keith is on here all the time, and just his presence alone is enough for me. I love his comments, I love his attitude. He's just a great guy, and he's just always very supportive. So to all of you, not just the chart toppers, but to all of you, thank you so much. Now let's talk a little bit about this song contest, because I've had more submissions during this song contest than I think I've ever had up to this point. So, wow. I just, I don't even know what to say. I'm elated by the fact that I've got so many submissions to go through. I'm also kind of overwhelmed. And with that overwhelm, I thought this would be a really good opportunity. Keith had actually brought up the thing about instead of having voting done on it, because I didn't even think about that concept. He's totally right. If we do a vote on it, then you got to kind of solicit your music. And we as musicians, myself included, it's hard for us sometimes to plug our own music or to, call up friends and family and be like, hey, vote for me on this platform. And they're like, what are you talking about? What's a YouTubey? And not that all of them are older, but you know what I mean? It's just hard to sell yourself, especially when you already have insecurities. And as musicians, we wear our feelings on our sleeves. And there are very few musicians, with the exception of some, who are like over the top confident. For the most part, we all fell into music because of our insecurities, and music sort of soothed us and calmed our fears and helped us to gain confidence in that area. So kudos to you, Keith, for bringing this up. He said, why don't we have a panel of judges? Amazing idea. And so let's meet the panel of judges. I have carefully selected these individuals, not just because they're cool individuals, but also because they have some. Okay, there we go. Sorry about that, guys. I forgot to add my microphone to this slide. So anyway, the first judge that we're going to be coming up against in this particular platform is going to be Mike Enjo of Creative Sauce. If you're familiar with the Creative Sauce channel, you know that Mike is an excellent guy in and outside of YouTube. We've talked a lot over the year that I've known him now, and just a super nice guy. I thought, who better to bring on the show to help judge this? The cool thing is too that in the past, what's happened is, let me make sure. Okay, so you guys can hear me now, correct? Go ahead and drop that in the chat, maybe. Okay, good deal. I'm assuming that you can hear me now, Keith, because you're sort of conversing. The jury, your honor. So yeah, I decided to bring Mike on here. He's going to help. He's going to help us to judge. Now, the cool thing is that up until this point, whenever you've submitted a song, before Keith had this amazing idea to get judges on board, the mixed critiques have all came from me, from my perspective. So now you're going to get a mixed critique from several different individuals. So Mike is going to be one of them. I'm going to now introduce the other of the judges, and this is Ed Thorne. If you have not checked out Ed Thorne's YouTube channel, he's a pro drummer and a live sound engineer. He's been performing music since he was 8 years old. He's playing tuned percussion in primary school. He's now 25 years later with 15 years of professional working experience under his belt. He's firmly established on the London music scene as a talented drummer and conscientious sound engineer. Ed launched his sound business, Ed Thorne Rhythm and Sound, in 2015 to cater for the high demand to sound engineers on the UK wedding and events circuits. So definitely want to have a look at this guy. He's doing a lot of cool stuff. I love his take on things too. I've watched several of his videos now, and what led me to him was actually one of the other judges, which we'll get to here in a minute. And yeah, great work, and yet again, great guy. I'm only going to try to bring the best on here. So, and now let's introduce the next judge, which will be Marlon Wolterink. Sorry. He's a studio owner, and the studio is White Noise Studio, and that's also the name of the YouTube channel, which, by the way, I will link to all of these YouTube channels in the description of this video so that you can go and check them out. Definitely want you to go and check them out, subscribe to them, make sure that you follow what they're doing, because these are some cool individuals. White Noise Studio specializes in no particular order in producing, recording, mixing, and mastering. He's worked on music that ranges from free jazz to grindcore, death metal, electronica, pop music, and reggae. So I thought this would be a well-rounded individual to bring on. And not to mention, yet again, Marlon is an awesome guy. And oddly enough, before I met Marlon and Ed, I had changed my channel colors to sort of reflect what it was that I kind of resonated with, which was like this purple blue color, that just this laid back, vibey color. And come to find out, both Marlon and Ed have their channel colors are most identical. It's this purple blue scheme. It's pretty cool. So great minds think alike, I guess. But Marlon is going to be another judge. He is going to have a great insight on things, being a studio owner and one who's worked on several different genres of music. Our next judge is going to be Alexei, and I spelled his name wrong. I am apologizing for that. There's supposed to be an I and not a Y. Alexei Soloviv. He's a composer, songwriter, and sound producer from St. Petersburg, Russia. He's been doing music professionally since 2005 and has collaborated with such musicians as Mike Lapon from Symphony X, George Rain, Tina Guo. The list goes on and on. Alexei does sound production, mixing in different music genres, including rock, hip-hop, pop, EDM, metal, and country. So that would definitely be another well-rounded individual to bring on. Not to mention, Alexei is the one who introduced me to Ed and Marlon, actually created a small group and said, hey, I want to introduce you all to each other. Alexei is just such a supportive individual when it comes to YouTube and anything that's being done on this space. He's all the time sharing my videos, even though he has a channel of his own. He's all the time sharing my videos, commenting, saying how much he loves my work. And I love his work as well. He's just a super nice guy. He's also a Produce Like a Pro Academy member alongside of me. And last but not least, I'm going to be bringing in the heavy hitter for the beats that might be submitted, Bongonzo. He was on the channel not too long ago. Bongonzo is a 16-year-old beat maker and artist. His channel specializes in making trap beats in Cakewalk by BandLab, and he posts every Saturday and Thursday. If you have not checked out his channel, he actually does live beat making tutorials, much like we do around here, a lot of live work. He's doing that with beat making, and the guy is crushing it. He's super nice and just all around well-rounded individual. So I believe that with this panel of judges, myself included, any song that is submitted is going to have a fair fighting chance. And that way, too, you're not going to be swayed, or rather the submissions, the votes for those submissions and the winning of the individual is not going to be swayed by just one person's musical preferences. So I think this is going to be a really cool, well-rounded panel. And not to mention, getting all these guys together on the same channel is going to be super cool. I'm hoping that I can get a Skype going on to where we can have all of their faces up on the screen at the same time, reacting to the music as we listen together. So it's going to be super cool whenever that does go live. All right. So there's the judges. I hope you all are excited. This looks like it's going to be probably one of the biggest and the best song contests that we've put on yet. So very cool. And I wanted to also make mention of the fact that there are prizes involved in this one that were not in the previous times. So in previous times, we had just the typical prize that was awarded was, if you win, you get a free mix and master from me, which is, I mean, that's a prize in itself, right? Not that I'm anybody. But a lot of people liked that, and they also liked the mix critique that came from that. They liked hearing some feedback on their songs. So not only will you get a mix and a master from me for free if you win, but you're also going to get if you are the winner, a set of mixing/tracking headphones from the company Meono. Now, I have to admit, when they sent me these headphones, they actually sent me 2 sets, and there's a 5,000 subscriber giveaway that you can enter to win a set of these as well. I was not like head over heels, like, I said, all right, we'll go ahead and send them to me. And I thought, if they sound halfway decent, okay, cool. I was not expecting it. I got these things out of the box, tried them on, blown away. Absolutely blown away. These things sound amazing. Now, I will say that they're a little, they're not bass heavy, which is one of those things that honestly, to me, was a huge win, because most of the headphones that you get like this, they're incredibly bass heavy. Everything that you listen to is just And then whenever you're trying to mix with them, you're making bad decisions on your low end because the bass is just overblown. These are actually kind of folded back a little bit, and they're very well balanced. They're almost transparent enough to, I think, be dedicated mixing headphones. So after this giveaway, more than likely I'll be buying a pair of these for myself. So if nothing else, I mean, I think they're like $49, which is not bad. They're great construction. And they cup over the ear, and they have a lot of great padding. So I think you could wear these things for hours, and they also don't bleed like some headphones do. I know these are open backed, so they're going to bleed a little bit, you know. The other thing that I wanted to point out before we get started is the fact that I've got a new toy, and it's, hey, whoa, watch out. That's not the toy. Okay, I got this new toy right here. This is my Rodecaster Pro. I am so excited with this thing. I had a little bit of a windfall with some cash due to some mixing projects and some different things that took place. And as much as I do live work, I thought this would be really cool to have. And so eventually, when everything settles down or I get used to this thing, I'm going to do like a full-blown review on this. Hey, Jurgen, how's it going, buddy? But this thing is super cool. I mean, I can control everything from this board right here. And just, yeah, amazing. I've got little intro music going on here. I can just turn that on, boom, turn it off. Or if I wanted to, you know, hey, what's so funny? There's all kinds of cool stuff you can do with this. So anyway, I'm going to have fun with it. And who knows, maybe one day, you know, maybe Rode will reach out to me and give me one for free to give away. I love this thing. All right. Michael. Hey, what's up, buddy? Micah, sorry. I'm gonna fall in love with these little pads here. Okay. Anyway, there's so much cool stuff you can do with this thing. I can actually take phone calls live now, which I plan on implementing into the show more heavily as we take Q&A. You guys can actually call in, ask questions. I'd love to have a portion of a show on my 5,000 subscriber show. I'm going to try to have people call in and just tell me like one thing, like quick 1 minute, 2 minute thing, one thing that's been a huge takeaway from the channel. I think that would be cool. And then I get to hear your lovely voices too. So, all right. Anyway, let's go on to the desktop with the webcam where we can actually break down this song and hopefully you guys can get some value out of it. So, just like last time, this is a song that was released in 2016. So this is an older song, older mix. There are things that as I was listening back to this, I was cringing on, but it is what it is. We all improve over time, right? Or at least we're supposed to. So I've definitely improved since then, but I want to break this down because yet again, the production elements on this, I feel like they were on par with pretty much anything else that I've done. In fact, I was listening back and this song has a lot of emotion into it. So what we're going to do is we are going to, oh, thanks, Stone Mangler. I appreciate it, buddy. So what we're going to do is we're going to actually just go through and listen to the song all the way through first. And then I'm going to break down sort of the meaning of the song, like where it came from. And then we'll dive into the production elements of it, like what is making the song this. Last time I was going to do a little bit more of the mixing side of it too, and I didn't necessarily do that. I mainly just broke down the production elements. So if while we're watching, my voice is very distorted, you know, that could be due to the fact that I've got quite a bit of gain going on here. Is that better? If that's better, then leave that in the chat there. Let me know. The cam switch to the desktop thrown a glitch into the voice. I would have fixed that just by doing that. There we go. Let's see. All right. Oh, hey. Okay. Let me know if that's any better. I tried to turn some things down there. It looks like we were getting a little bit of clipping. So talk 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay. All right. Hopefully that's better for y'all. I'm not sure. Maybe it was the HDMI in the camera threw it off. Not sure. I'm gonna actually switch that camera off now. Okay, let's see if that's any better. Okay. When you were on the other camera, it was fine. Really? That is strange. Hmm. It's tuned in on a bad schedule. Okay, that's weird. Let me see what's going on here. Maybe, just maybe, I can bring this down and that'll sound better. Maybe. Let's see if that sounds better. Okay. Well, hopefully that fixed it. I'm not seeing anything else that would have caused it, so that's strange. Okay. Play some music, he says. Good deal. That's what I'm saying, Micah. All right, so anyway, hopefully we got the really nice and I can't hear the music. Still clipping and no music. Really? Still clipping. Why? Considering I've got all my levels here look fine. Let's see if... Thanks guys for bearing with me, by the way. Let's see. Okay, let's see if that makes it any better. Let's go up here into the settings for audio. All right, let's see if you can hear this music now. All right, let me know if you can hear the music, and then I'll try to figure out this clipping thing because it's not clipping anywhere that I'm seeing at all. Not sure. Hmm. No, as in no, you can't hear the music. That's not possible. Let's see here. Doesn't sound like your voice is clipping, more like a stuttering sound. Interesting. Well, okay. Let's see if we remove this. Oh, hello. All right, so you said it was fine on this one, but it was not fine on this one. That's weird. Hmm. Let me see if there's any. And you still can't hear the music. That's crazy. It's set up to where you should be able to hear the music. Hmm. Okay. So the only thing I could think of then would be perfect on the other cam still when you switch. That's weird. Very, very weird. All right, let me try this. Let me try and do this. Okay. Let me remove this one. Okay, bring that back in. Okay, let's see if that made it any better. And desktop capture makes it stutter. Oh, yeah, that's very possible. Weird. Okay. Not really sure what to do on that one though, because I don't have any way of correcting that. So my main concern is that you guys can't hear the music when I have it set up to where you should be able to hear the music. Let's see. Okay, so we still have no music. I'm not sure what is going on here. Yeah, I might have to. Hopefully this doesn't end the stream. I'm gonna have to try to reboot here. It says all streams will be shut down.